Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, they haven't paid me money for that. Right, so the thing is, I was working with a firm in one of the parts in England somewhere. And guess what? I was just inside the office and doing some regular work, daily work. And I saw the organization on the left hand side because they went bankrupt. So there was that person who was doing clear up, and in the clear up, guess what happened? We found this beauty, and he had literally thrown it away. And I requested him, I said, can I actually take this home because you're going to throw it away? He said, do whatever you want with it. So as I did, I brought it home, and then I said, okay, let's see how it goes. So everyone, ta-da! Let's take it off. Right. So this is what I got from down there. This was literally inside the skip, and as it says, it's a Dell vostro 400. And as to let you know, that I think it's probably from the series of Pentium 4. Looks like an old one. So obviously hardware is not my field, but I have done A plus hardware, so I know a little bit about hardware. So as you can see, I really wanted to share this because it gets more easier for people. If you want to learn what these bits are, you need to join a course from CompTIA called A plus hardware, or you can do it yourself as well. You don't need a certification if you are into them. So let's move forward into it. So just to let you know, this part down here, this is called the ROM chip. This one, I think that's what a ROM sort of chip looks like here. And then from that, this looks more like a I mean, if I'm wrong, please do correct me in the comments. I mean, these are the connectors. Some of them are Molex connectors and Berg connectors. This is obviously the hard drive. Just be careful that once you are troubleshooting a PC, always wear something on your hand. There's an anti-static thing that you get because if you put your hand like this, it can really destroy the products that are inside. So you just got to be very careful. This is usually the power supply. And then again, because it's an old system, so if I can show you from here, I think this part is the CD-ROM. And I don't know whether it's got floppy drive as well. Yes, USB ports and floppy drive. So yeah, so just to let you know that in this case, look at these connectors as they're in. Now, the whole of this green thing down there is called the motherboard. These are obviously the ports around. That's probably a video card. So that's a video card. The RAM is actually down here. So as you can see, these are all the RAM ones. And your heatsink is usually here in this area. Apart from that, whenever you're working in it, remember this, always plan your work whenever you're doing troubleshooting on someone's machine, and just be very careful with these, especially anything that goes on top of these connectors here. So you have to be careful that you put it back, especially this connector down there. Anything that goes in there needs to go back in there. Apart from that, see, this connector is in now. So once you're taking it out, make sure that you put your hand the right way and then click it. If you are going to take the RAM out, hold it from both the sides to take it out. Don't damage it, because especially machines like these, it's really hard to get a replacement for them, as a lot of people know that there are different forms of RAM in there. This one, again is connected down here, and this one gives the power to the motherboard. One of these ones will give the power to the motherboard. That's the power supply one. So the only defect in that is the motherboard is completely dead now. So what I'm gonna do is probably the PC that I made myself, I'm gonna shift this shift that motherboard into this one if the specs match. That's another thing. So apart from that, you don't see these ones anymore. These are the floppy disk ones. Hang on, let me try to sort of, there we go. That's the floppy. Taking this out, but you have to do it more delicately. There. These used to go inside the floppy drive. So I'm probably gonna keep it as a backup in case I need it. And that's the one for the CD-ROM. If you can see here, there's two of them. So one is this, and the other one is this one. So just what you gotta do is look at the pins in there. These are the pins inside. Make sure you put it at the right length, right pins before inserting it in. Otherwise, if you break the pin, this will be a big problem, because then you have to replace the whole power supply unit on this one. So apart from that, these are the hard drive ones. From here, I think they, because I'm holding the camera from one, so there we go. So they are all interconnected. So if you see, this one from the power supply is going in here. That wire is going inside the hard drive. This wire is going into the floppy drive and CD-ROM. And again, this one is attached. So this power supply is powering almost all the products that are inside. So yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna try to, if I have time, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap it around. If the experiment works, then I'll let you know. If it doesn't work, just to let you know that if you need to replace the RAM, first thing you need to do is see this cover down here. There's sides on the cover down here. So just be very careful, because look at these edges. These are really sharp. So it's better to have, something on your hand with the anti-static strap that you will do, or a cloth or something. Just be very careful putting your hands inside as well. There's a lot of sharp bits on the side. And if you're only going to replace the RAM, first you should know the specs that will go on Google or technical forums and see what RAM is going to go inside this one, and then change it somewhere somehow. So as you can see, RAM can be taken out from both the sides, but then I got look at this. I think that's a really big heat sink here. So I'm gonna try to move this one out, and I have time. Because for me, this looks more of it's a Pentium 4, but it looks like a really high spec one. So yeah, sometimes you don't know what you can get from the skip. So please tune into my videos, and I'll see you hopefully soon. And give me your feedback. And the next thing I really needed to do is I had virus inside my computer. So I'm going to try to move that out. Regarding people who have been following me, thank you so much. So much? Yeah, loads. Thank you, loads. So next thing we'll be doing in the CCNA and the networking fundamentals is binary to decimal conversion. And then we'll start with class C. So do a like or a dislike, or if you want to share it, it's completely fine. I'm showing you just to give you an information. If someone hasn't seen the inside of a PC, so this is a model. It might relate to something that they want to do. So these are the sort of connectors. But remember, these connectors, all of these connectors here, they have pins in them. They need to be properly inserted. Even if they are loose, a little bit loose, and then you put this cover back up, you start to, this is all hardware troubleshooting which is happening here, and it takes years and years. of perfection. It ain't gonna happen in one day. A motherboard and other things, they are created by professionals. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Ta-da.